Hello, friends. Welcome to Akulmach Live, and I'm your host Chandrakant. And today we are discussing about how you, as a business leader or as a team leader, how can you create advocates who from the people who are actually talking about your product and your services. So the whole idea is to basically convert some sort of fan followers who basically talk about your company, your product, when you are not advertising, you're not actively promoting your products and offerings, and yet people talk about your products and your offerings seamlessly. And by the way, friends, we are live, and we are live, and you can actually engage with us with your questions and your suggestions. So first of all, welcoming you all to this live stream, and the whole idea is to basically openly discuss things and share some of the tips and tricks, because we also do this stuff day in day out. We are also part of the same industry as Akulmach Technologies, and I am the co-founder of Akulmach Technologies. So more about them in a bit, but let us proceed to our main topic of discussion. That is how we can discover the proven strategies to ignite explosive brand conversions. How can we discover? Because we are doing so many things, all of us. We are all accomplished, proven leaders in our own right. However, there could be something new, there could be something proven by there could be some activity which others may be doing, which will help you as a leader to come out, and since others are doing it, you can also do a flavor of it. You can actually get inspired by what we are going to tell you, and you can also formulate your own strategy. And the whole idea is that we can convert your talkers into advocate. And I must tell you, friends, that today whatever we suggest, video is going to be a major part of it. Basically, influencers making the video, and how the platform of video can basically work for you when you are not investing money in creating your brand. So how the videos basically play a major role in transforming casual talkers into passionate brand advocates. So people who are probably your users, probably your friends, probably they have seen some of your work, they become a talker. Basically, let's understand who is a talker. So the talker is the person who understand what you're trying to do, and generally, because of your work, the talker basically remembers you. So whether the talker or the person, basically a layman, has seen your videos or has seen your hoardings or has seen something that you do, and therefore he is so passionately attached to what you do, he actually talks about it, whether he or she likes it or not. So you are creating conditions so that the talker gets so much inspired that without you telling him that you please do this person will actually talk about your brand. And that is the most important thing. You are doing effort where the machinery is working in your favor without you basically telling them directly, hey, please do this. Because there could be instances where you can say, look, I will give you so many small amount of change dollars if you bring 100 customers, or if you talk about my product to 100 customers. But that is not unintentional, that is intentional. You are actually giving out money, giving out a deal to some of your viewers, where the viewers basically say that, look, I will get some $10 if I actually talk to 100 customers, my friends. So these are something which is already happening, and for that you don't have to come to this video. Here the whole idea is that you cultivate some sort of your fan followers who actually talk about you without you giving them anything. So you impress them, and that is exactly what we are going to discuss today. And that, if you are able to do, will unleash the power of word of mouth. Basically, word of mouth is the best method of providing whole lot of advantage to your business. And when we say a whole lot of advantage to your business, is basically word of mouth is an age-old concept where people generally talk about your offering. So these people could be your customers, they could be people who are actually watching they're getting influenced by what you're doing, or they might have seen what you may be able to achieve by doing some things. For instance, you're able to resolve certain pain points. So if these people have seen your approach, then they may be impressed, and without you doing anything, they are basically not only trying to become your customers, but also trying to influence 100 others, and therefore they become your absolute advocate. They are basically talking about your product, your services, and that is what we want to drive today in our discussion. Because if the conversations are being done by the users, then this can create a snowball effect, and one user will talk to 10, and then these 10 in turn, different users will talk to another 10 respectively, and therefore this whole conversation can become a snowball. As you know, the snowball is it starts very small at the top, but it keeps rolling down and becomes a huge boulder of ice. So the word of mouth, if you actually do it right, then it can become a very important tool for your organization, for your team, to create your brand ambassador without you investing. I mean, you are investing, definitely, don't take it wrong. You are definitely creating a strategy where you try to influence hundreds of people who are watching. Therefore, the best technique to do that is by the way of video and by engaging with the influencers, because influencers can influence hundreds of people. They can actually talk about what you're doing, and the influencer can be you yourself if you're very smart. I'm not saying that you have to look for any other third person. If you know the tips and tricks of how to influence, how to create your fan following, then you can pretty much do the same thing. You fit the bill, absolutely. However, making videos, making sure that you have proper strategies in influencing people who actually talk about your services with their network without you actually giving them small $10, $20, etc. So these are true advocate, and they will also create the word of mouth strategy for you to go beyond simple likes and sharing. It's basically they are doing much more than that. They are actually becoming your referral partners. These people are your users, they are just viewers. So if you have a smart video strategy, video based marketing strategy, a lot of people can become your the influencers in their own way. And it's not only like and share, because if you just do like and share, then you can only reach take your content and make it viral. But if somebody adds a comment and they say that they provide their comment in what they feel, that adds to the like and share. So basically you are asking people about, or indirectly telling them, look, I'm doing such a great job, you can also write 2 sentences or 2 words in my favor. And that is the word of mouth marketing. So in today's context, the word of mouth marketing is happening on the internet, and therefore if there is a video based strategy that you are employing, then it will actually work out for you. Otherwise it will be difficult. So as I said in the beginning, that today whatever we discuss, the video based marketing will play a major role, and we will tell you exactly how you can actually create meaningful connections with your audience by using the video. Many people are now jumping on this bandwagon of creating video, but then the whole idea should be decided upfront, that if you actually create a video, what will be the impact of that video, how people will engage, where the video message will actually hit ground zero, in which portion of the viewers faculty, mental faculties. So when you actually embark on this, please understand that you have to basically create an entire strategy, step by step game plan, before you actually work on a video where you are, of course, you are trying to sell and you're trying to also impress. Now, one example is, for example, if you are an artist, you can actually talk about how to use a pencil. You know, now you are giving some internal details of how you are using pencil or how you're using paintbrush, which color you are using. These kind of advices, if you can present in a video, that will increase your reputation, if you are, especially if you're an artist and trying to sell the artwork. However, these kind of videos can be very generic, and these kind of videos, you're not selling your artwork, you're only telling other budding artists that if you use this pencil like this, or you use this brush like this, then you can create a beautiful masterpieces. So now the viewers of those videos, separate videos which are not selling any of your artwork, will become your advocate. They will say that now this guy is a very good artist, he is amazing, and he also has a lot of knowledge, and he is not shying away from sharing this. So you start building this community of people who will actually like to talk about you as an artist. Similarly, if you are a salesperson, you can talk about the sales strategies, you can talk about, you can share your stories. The storytelling itself is a good art of video making. So if you're a good salesman, you can start sharing these stories, and it will actually appeal to your network, the people who are connected with you, and those people will get inspired by your success stories, and then start saying, okay, this guy has been there, done it all, and therefore he must be the sales guy. So he becomes your advocate, and he start giving references about your work. If somebody in their network asks, hey, I'm looking for a nice sales company who can help me open doors for me in a new territory which they are trying to do, so immediately these advocates will come, will remember you, and they become alive, and they will start popping your name to those guys without you actually actively telling them, look, I'm the good sales guy, and if you have any references, please give it to me. You are not telling that, but you are actually only sharing your success story. So this concept is very powerful. Every business must start building their advocates and start talking about their good stories, good techniques, good tips and tricks, and that will actually create a good ecosystem. Now, at this juncture, I would like to talk about Akulmach technologies very briefly. So we exactly help the startups and the SME community resolve their challenges with the brand building, and that there are a lot of saturation, there is a lot of competition, and brands will find very difficult to stand out. And what happens is that they actually get entangled into me too syndrome, where one brand is equal to other. So how the brand will stand out, we actually provide a lot of consulting tips and tricks for the startups and SMEs, so they can build their brand and build their ecosystem. We also provide the video based marketing services, and that will help our clients to cut through all the Me Too syndrome and basically build an engaging audience. All our videos are emotionally driven, and if there are several videos are being produced by Akulmach, people start recognizing your face, your brand, your logo, and then they start basically remembering you. So we help you build your audience, we help you build your advocates. And today we are having 60,000 first level connections, and these 60,000 are the decision makers, which in turn to connect to about 1 million decision makers. They could connect to about 10 million in the second degree, but 1 million in the second stage are the decision makers. So therefore our network is pretty large, and we churn out almost 100 videos every month or live streams. So we have sufficient traffic which we keep churning out across all social media platforms. So if you are looking for any advice, any tips, or if you want to engage with the video making endorsement services, please get in touch with us. Our website is also displayed here. Moving forward, building trust and loyalty is the mantra that fuels your brand advocates. Remember this, friends. You have to keep building trust without selling anything. So when you basically create your own video strategy, make sure that for sales video you have a different strategy. However, you must look at building your loyal talkers and convert some of them into your advocates, brand advocates. So for those videos you must have a totally different strategy where you're not selling anything, you're not actively selling anything, you are basically sharing your knowledge, you are sharing the knowledge with the community. This concept applies to everyone, whether you are a very senior CEO of a large corporation, global corporation. You need to still work on your personal brand. You are selling your company's brand, of course, no doubt about it, but the company's brand is actually going to benefit by your own personal brand. And then if your personal brand is strong, then any company will basically like to attract your brand, because they will get this rub off effect. And since your personal brand is very strong, a lot of companies will start actually engaging with you, whether hiring you as a full-time employee or even engaging you for doing certain jobs. Therefore, even if you are a very seasoned professional, you have to keep working on your personal brand, and video becomes a very important part of building that brand and trust and loyalty among your own community. Now, many people may not become the advocate out of those loyal audience that you have, but then even 10 people, if they become your loyal advocate, then these 10 people will reach out without you telling them to do anything, reach out to about 100 to 200 further decision makers, and that will actually snowball, and gradually you keep building. So as people say, Rome was not won in one day, in a single day. So you have to start thinking, how do you make those videos strategically, which will only target the converting your talkers into your brand advocates. And as I said, everyone needs to concentrate on this, whether you are an individual or a company. The concept remains the same. As long as people are talking about you, you are good to go. You are going to generate a lot of business. You are going to generate a lot of awareness. You are going to generate a lot of footfall of what you're doing. Your face, your logo, your website is being flashed in the video. The videos are going viral. The community is feeling very interested, and they keep coming back on your video to learn more new tips and tricks in your area. You are building your advocates. Therefore, please make sure that you create a separate strategy where you identify and nurture talkers. There could be, when you come to know that, okay, now these people are talking about my products, my services, how do you nurture them? You can actually start calling them some of the selected talkers into your videos as a tip I am giving you, and start asking them what they feel about those subjects. So this way you actually build your loyalty. Also, you also nurture your network of loyal talkers who are actually your advocates. So there could be thousand other ways. You can actually send them gifts without they expecting anything from you. You can actually send them signed books. Suppose you are an author, you can send them that. You can also fund certain sales campaign for them as a token of gesture. There could be a certain freebies which you can offer them. It's up to you. The list is endless. You can also give them very high-end PCs sponsored by large companies, large. So the list is completely endless. And I have one viewer, uh, and Neat Love. And Neat Love is saying, can I ask a question? Absolutely, we are live. You can ask the question. So, going back to my discussion while Neat Love frames the question, recognize the potential of your advocate within your existing audience, because each speaker who talks about your services, and who is a advocate, who is basically talking about your services and proactively guiding his friends and family, his network towards you. So you must basically recognize the contribution of each of those persons. Each of those persons are important, and each persons have a different condition. Each advocate is doing certain things for you, which may be very unique, which may uh, basically have something which is very very unique, very different. So each advocate is absolutely different from the other. So make sure that if you are actually engaging with him or her directly, there could be an instance where the each advocate brings certain value system. So recognize that recognize that how each advocate is actually adding little by little to your own personal brand, or your company's brand, or your product's brand. Branding is very important, so you have to encourage these. Once identified these advocates, you have to encourage those things. All right, so moving forward, one of the biggest strategy is crafting compelling brand narratives. So you will not be able to do whatever we have discussed today if you do not have very good clarity of what your brand actually do for people. And that is where we actually go on the drawing board, where we start saying, okay, my company, my product is solving these pain points. And if you have the knowledge, many times people don't even know what they are doing. They are just thinking, okay, if I do this, I will get this benefit, but they don't even test the theory. They start looking at reading Forbes, they start looking at the Gartner reports, they start looking at various analyst reports which keeps publishing, they start looking at the news. Absolutely good practice. You must know that how the world is behaving, but then what others have done may not work for you. The whole strategy of what others are doing, others are successful, may not work for you. So therefore your branding has to be very very important. Your branding has to be very very specific. Your branding has to be only specific to what you're doing. So many people don't reinvent themselves as a brand, and when they actually do not do this, therefore they don't have the answer to how do you convert the narratives towards you. So first of all, understand the brand value of you, what you're doing, what is the pain point that your solution, your offering is solving. For example, there is a question, can I get admission in the government MBBS college? Well, you have to study, no doubt about it. The only advice I can give you in this live stream is you need to study, you need to know exactly what you're doing, what will make you crack the MBBS program, state level MBBS program. And therefore, this is like inventing yourself. Now, here also, in this question of Neat Love, let me, also the personal branding comes in the picture. You must start building the brand with people who are important. Now those people could be your teachers, the people could be the doctors. Especially what I know about this field of becoming medical professional, the recommendation of professors are very very important. So if you start building the your own personal brand For example, the NEET level has asked the question, can I get admission in the government MBBS college? One of the things that you can do from the business perspective is start building your brand NEET love and start knowing the certain professors, very important professors. So those professors can become the sort of influencer for you, and when the time comes, they will actually start talking about your candidature. Because ultimately clearing the exam is the most important thing, to answer your question very very uh, uh, clearly. But when it comes to the interview, that is where the branding comes in. Your personal branding will come in, and therefore this is very very important. So in doing so, shape stories that resonate with your audience. So in this case, you have to make sure that whenever you're building your own personal brand, you're looking at the strategic move to create the shape of your stories which you are going to narrate. It must resonate with your audience. Therefore, going back to my previous point, is that you must either hire an influencer like my company Akulmach, who is expert in sharing the stories about what they have done, or if you are a very good storyteller, then you must use that skill to create the videos so that your stories can resonate with your audience. Now this applies to every walk of life. For example, if you're studying, if you are a student, then you must look at what you have learned or what you have done based on what you're doing. So basically it's becoming very very important today to look at the video as a platform where you start building an engagement, some sort of relationship with your audience, and some of those audience will become your advocate. Now those audience could be your professors, who basically come during your interview selection process, screening process, and they know when they see you in the interview room, they know, oh, I've seen these guys videos, and this candidate is having so much knowledge, and this candidate is not shying away from sharing the knowledge. So this applies to any business. If you are a producer of some technology, then you should not talk about selling that technology. You must focus on how you achieve that technology, because if you do that, then passively you're creating advocate, and passively you're building your network, and you're sharing with the world what makes your company tick, because you're not bothered about if I share this knowledge, then my knowledge will leak away, others will fight against me. Because by building these videos, you are smart, you're constantly doing your research further, and you know that by doing this you are moving faster than the rest. Therefore this technique is very very important. You have to have clear thought process, clear strategy. Now, as I said, many times this clarity may not come straight away, so you can actually bring an expert who could do this for you, who could basically build a strategy for you, who could actually churn out the videos, who can actually make your face, your logo go viral, or if you're smart, you can do it yourself. So when you're doing all of this, you must also look at how do you basically connect with your audience, and share certain aspects about your abilities and your personal life, and that will also create a good ecosystem. The ecosystem is very important in today's world, where suppose you move forward, at least 100-200 people must know you, and they must they must stand with you of what you're doing, and basically help you achieve your overall goal. So you must create a strategic area in your video making process, where of course we are making videos, and by making those videos you are telling the world that you are doing these things. This is your advice. There could be negative comments, there could be positive comment, that you should not bother about. There could be other third party elements coming in, and by doing that you're creating a space, you're creating an open environment where people actually start um, engaging with you, talking to you, sharing their own ideas. You may actually start collaborating with others, and that will actually build your ecosystem. So make sure that you have a very strategic move. When you start doing these things, you start working towards building or your brand, or you engage a third person who will actually help you build your own brand. Make sure that you also have a strategic move where you have a space for engagement with your followers. Very, very important, friends. Therefore, as I said in the beginning, building brand is the most important thing. And my company, which is Akulmach Technologies, website is akulmach.com. We have 60,000 decision makers as our first degree connections. We are churning out 100 videos every month, giving you a whole lot of advantage of different kinds of endorsement, different kinds of advertising opportunities, or even full-fledged videos about you, which you can leverage us, because we actually do this only. We are specialist in making videos, and we also will help you with strategic move how you can do this thing. We can actually make sure that your brand, your personal brand, your company brand is not following what others are doing. You're building your own brand, you're building your own identity. So we can help you do that. So friends, I've come to the end of my discussion today, and the whole idea was to basically inform you what you could do in order to nurture your passive network as your trusted followers, and then some of those trusted followers can become your very loyal advocate who actually talk about you, who favor you, and they are impressed by your abilities. And as I said, this is word of mouth. So video in today's context is the word of mouth. So if you want to basically do it, you can do it. Please tell us how you have achieved what we have told you, or if you want to engage with us, you can visit akulmach.com, reach out to us, and we can actually partner and help you do these things. So friends, thanks for watching me live. I will catch you again in the next business tip and trick. Until then, keep rocking, keep selling, and wishing you all the best.